Continuing to our discussion, uh, so the so we have to start with bus arbitration. What bus arbitration is? Bus arbitration, it refers to a process by which the current bus master accesses and then leaves the control of the bus and passes it to another bus requesting processor unit. There are three bus arbitration methods. So bus daisy chain method is there, then independent bus request and grant method is there, and then polling method is there. So three methods are there and bus arbitration process. So this bus is there, and for this bus a bus master is going to be there, and the bus master is something where you will be finding out a variation. So there are supposed to be approaches through which you will be making out the selection of the bus master. So methods are there. I just specified polling. It could be a method. Daisy chaining. It could be a method. Independent bus request and grant method. It could also be a method. So here we are having controller, then DMA controller is there, then IO processor is there. I was speaking of, in the previous demonstration, I was speaking of the differences between the DMA controller and the IO processor. So what the basic difference is, what similarity you will find between these two is, both these constructs they are allowing the IO device to have direct access to the memory. Where the difference it lies is, processors, they are having a set of instruction set on which they operate. So likewise IO processors also they are having a set of instruction set on which they operate, although if you see the amount, there is a big difference. IO processors, they will be operating on a little amount of instruction sets. So these buses are there, and on these buses a bus master is going to be there, and there has to be, so all these components, they are supposed to share the buses. So there are supposed to be methodologies using which the bus master is going to change, so that each of these components, they are able to make a utilization of the buses. So the approach I just specified, daisy chain method, it could be there, then independent bus request and grant method, it could be there, and then you can think of the polling method is also there. So and then we were making a discussion on direct memory access. So direct memory access, as I told you, the idea is the IO devices, they are directly making an access over the the memory modules. So memory is something, and it will be via the DMA controller. So again, DMA controller is something which you may find out inside the various devices. Now these are the various configurations. So now here you can see of a case where DMA, it is implanted, the IO device, it is having a DMA controller of its own, and you can think of an organization where a DMA controller is there, and it is providing interfacing to the two IO devices. Now here again an organization is there where a DMA is there, and it is providing interfacing to three IO devices via the IO bus. The IO bus specification I just gave you. So and system bus or memory bus, one and the same thing. So bus arbitration is something which is going to take place. So three specifications are there. In the first specification, a single bus is there, and DMA controller is there. It is going to provide the services. Now another approach is there. This is the bus, and then DMA is there. It is associated with an IO device, and one DMA is there. It is associated with two IO devices. Now here and a separate IO bus is there, and so three alternate configurations of DMA are there. So we'll see this figure, and in this figure we'll try to understand how things they are getting done. So there are two channels in this beside of INTR, and there are two more channels. There is a channel that is called hold channel, which will be getting out of the DMA controller. So DMA controller, IO devices, they will be placing their request, and this request, it is called DRQ. DRQ request is going to get placed, and this DRQ request, it is going to go to the DMA controller, and it is the DMA controller that is going to forward the interrupt request via the INTR line to the processor. And then the processor, now DMA controller, there will be a set of registers that which DMA it is going to have an association with. So a data count is there. So data count, it is going to specify the data transfer. Data count register is there, data register is there, what is going to get transferred. So address register is there, then control logic is there. Control logic, it is going to reveal what operation is going to get performed, the direction of the operation, read operation, write operation. So control logic is something which is going to reveal that. Address register is there, data register is there, data count is there. So coming back to this figure, in this figure, hold is there and HLDA is there. Hold is something which is now when this INTR request, the processor, it is going to acknowledge it, then in that case it is going to tell the DMA controller that things they may take place. So there are two channels, hold channel is there and HLDA channel is there. So HLDA channel, actually what we are thinking of is the IO devices. The IO devices, they will be having access to the, so something is